What's up, people of the internet? Fergberg here with another episode of Arlette's Blind Date Love. Now, the first episode was pretty good, so this is her new second episode. Doesn't seem that she's releasing these too frequently, but I'm basically here to react off another, the second episode installment of her Blind Date Love. So let's check it out and see what it's all about. And, okay. Well, Arlette's looking scrumptiously beautiful in her white dress. So let's see.
Your host Arlette, and welcome back to another episode of Blind Date Love. So, Blind Date Love is going to have a little bit of a twist going forward. We are going to be having contestants that were previously on Pop the Balloon, and they ended up being fan favorites. You know, all the comments were talking about them and saying they need a second chance at love. Those are the candidates that we will be considering bringing onto Blind Date Love.
Okay.
So go ahead and click on the link in our description box below to go ahead and head on over to the form to see which candidates will be up next on Blind Date Love, and fill out the form for whichever one you are interested in to be considered. So with that being said, on this Blind Date Love, our very own bachelor that we have on today is Eric. Come on out, Eric. Come on out. All right, you can have a seat right next to me. There you go. I behold this.
You know, it's crazy. Now, this one's different because they had the curtain there this time, but I see that he has like a blindfold in his hand this time. So this one's real different.
We do have 5 single men on the other side of this curtain. I know they're just waiting to hear more about you and you more about them.
Absolutely.
And we do see here you have a set of questions. Ready?
Yes, I am.
Guys,
so
are we
excited.
ready? Are we ready over there?
Most definitely.
Yes.
Okay. They don't sound ready to me, but whatever.
Yeah, like I said, she in that white dress. It looks real nice. I thought, okay, so I think he is familiar. I think I do remember seeing him on one of the other ones.
Name's
Here we
Eric,
go.
and I'm 38. And I popped it because there's something about the laugh I don't like. I think I would be annoying to hear all the time.
Oh.
That's just, and it feels like she's
The
I don't know if
laugh.
she's had a drink or something, but I feel like there's the energy that comes.
But
from
the other
it.
girl laughed too. But
And so for me, it's not a good first impression.
the other girl laughed a lot too. I don't know.
Because in the first episode, it was just like a whole new, different cast of people. Like none of them was like previously. I don't think none of them was previously from, like any episode of Blind Date. At least I didn't recognize none of them. But I mean, I don't know. I might have been wrong. I might be wrong. I probably have to look back at that, but because I remember doing a reaction video off that one.
Mike. All right, Eric. So we had you on
Hello.
2 Pop the Balloons.
Yeah, you've had me on a lot of Pop the Balloons.
A lot
We've
of
also
them.
had you, on a reunion, all this good stuff. So, the viewers have seen
Oh,
you quite a
wow.
lot.
True.
And there's a lot of people that are excited to see you find love. So today, we're going to have 4 beautiful single ladies that, apply.
I want to say I like this. This works easier for me. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, this is where we should have been.
From the jump, huh?
Yeah, just
Okay.
for me. So.
You get to
Got
sit
it.
down
All right. Well,
and not stand there for
with
an hour.
today, as you see, there is no curtain in between us. So
Right.
what's going to
See?
actually happen is you're going to be blindfolded instead
See?
of us
Okay.
having a curtain. We know you're picky. You like to say it's not picky, but we going to just say it's picky.
Hey, call it whatever you want. I'm calling it love soon.
Hey, that's what we hope for. So you're going to put the blindfold on, and once
Okay.
you have that blindfold on, we're going to bring out the ladies, and we're going to go ahead and get started. You're going to ask them some questions. I know you wrote down quite a lot.
I did.
We ain't going to go through all of them.
No,
I
no,
want
no.
you to know that.
It's like having options.
Okay, exactly. Yes. So we'll go through a couple of rounds. After each
Okay.
round, we're going to have you eliminate a woman, whichever one whose answers didn't really resonate with you all that well. Maybe you just prefer the others, whatever it may be. We'll go ahead and eliminate all the way until we're down to your match. Are you ready?
I like it. All right, let's begin.
Okay, go ahead and put that blindfold on.
All right.
Look like he was
I'm
gonna smell the
blind
blindfold.
I can hold your mic.
Yeah.
You
There we
like
go.
jinkies.
All right.
Okay, here's the mic. There it is.
Just joking.
All right. So now that he's got his blindfold on, let's go ahead and bring out our 4 beautiful single ladies. Hello, hello.
Hello, ladies. Wow, you guys look beautiful.
How you know that?
No, you cannot see
Listen,
them.
How you
listen.
know that?
And they
Intuition.
sound beautiful.
Yes.
All right.
He said they sound beautiful. That's how he can tell. Let me make sure my volume not okay.
Ladies, welcome in.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the bachelor that you guys all applied for, Eric, here. And I just know he is dying to see what you guys look like.
Okay, so I think they're just going to do the bachelors from the pop balloon. But when it comes to the ladies, I think it's a different cast because I don't recognize none of them once again. But then again, I have never watched all the episodes of Pop the Balloons.
But that's too
No,
bad.
why you gotta... I could go through this whole thing completely blindfolded.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, ladies, the way it's going to go, we're going to go through a couple of rounds. So, after each round, he's going to go ahead and then pick someone whose answers didn't really, reside with him too well, and maybe he just liked some of the other ones a little bit better. He's going to end up eliminating one of you. When that does happen, just walk on off, and unfortunately, it wouldn't be his match. But with that being said, are we all ready to get started?
Yes.
Okay. So, Eric, I know you have a couple of questions brewing in your mind. Go ahead and ask your question. And then, ladies, once he asks his question, make sure you let us know your name, age, where you're from, and then answer his question.
All right. My first question would be, where are you located?
Oh, okay. Start with first.
Hi, my name is DQ. I am 34 years old, and I live currently in Georgia.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, my name is Harmony. I'm 32 and I live in Baltimore.
Hi, my name is Jayanna. I'm 26 and I live in Ohio.
Nice.
Hi, my name is Shantae. I'm 31 years old, and I am in Siesta Key, Florida.
Okay.
Okay, I'm liking this lineup. A lot of mature, middle-aged women here. I mean, that 34-year-old one, the first one, it's looking real nice, looking scrumptious. I think my word of the day is scrumptiously beautiful. I also like the one in the orange. Well, I'm greedy. Also like the second one.
All right. So geography was really the worst of all of the subjects I've taken in school. So, Arlette, can you help me? Can you tell me, which one is the farthest?
I think that would be Florida, wouldn't it be?
Okay.
From us?
Don't worry. That's not. I'm just curious. Okay. So, all right. Okay.
I'm with you on the same
That's
boat with
funny.
that geography stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right. What's your next question?
All right. My next question is, first of all,
Hey, baby.
Capri, what are you doing?
Hey, baby.
Okay, y'all, so we got a special guest. Capri decided to join us. Couldn't be without Dad. So
Yeah.
welcome in, Capri. You get to help him pick your future
Pause.
mommy.
Future mommy. Here we go. All right. Pet dog as a kid. Whatever. But, okay, that's different. I didn't think the dog was really going to be on here, but okay, that's crazy. All right, this is real different so far. This has been really different. They really changed it up, the landscape and everything.
All right, so Eric, go ahead and take it away with the second question.
All right. The second question was, I love kids. I don't mind if you have kids, but I'm curious how many kids you have and how many are you willing to have if we were to, let's say, get married and, decide to have kids. And then I'd like to know, how do you feel about our children living in West Africa to learn language and culture during their formative years?
Wow. Okay, let's start with our contestant number one, and then if you want to just say your name again.
Hi, my name is DQ. I do not have any kids. I'm definitely open to having kids. It's pretty much whatever my husband wants. If I meet someone who doesn't want any kids, I'm open to that. And if he does want kids, I'm open to that. Also, new location for the kids to help them learn. I'm very much so open to that because I'm currently thinking about possibly living somewhere out of the country for like 6 months just to learn a different culture, things like that. And I'm currently learning Spanish and Korean right now, so I'm definitely open for all of that.
Nice.
Great.
Okay,
Wow.
contestant number 2, your name and the answer to this question.
Okay.
My name is Harmony.
Hola.
I have one child, a daughter. Her name is Amaya.
¿Cómo estás?
To answer your next question about the kids, yes, I definitely want more kids. She doesn't have any siblings. So I'll be willing to give you 5 babies, 6 babies, 2
I don't want that
babies.
many.
You tell me what you want.
Calm down.
But yeah,
basketball
I
team.
would definitely be open to more kids. And as far as West Africa, that would be something different. I would definitely be open to it. I do travel a lot. My daughter travels a lot. She has our passport. West Africa would be pretty cool. I'm very familiar with the African heritage. My dad is Nigerian. He's
Straight from Wakanda.
not my biological father. He's my stepfather, but I call him my dad. He raised me.
Nice.
So I think that would be fun.
And then how old is your daughter?
My daughter's 9.
9, okay.
Yes.
Okay, contestant number 3.
So I don't have any children, but I would love to have like 2 or 3. I want twins. And
Do
for
you
them
have the gene for twins? Because I don't.
Oh
any twins running your family?
no.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that.
I would love for them to be raised at some point in Africa. I've lived there for a period of time myself, and I really enjoyed my experience. I was in East Africa, though. But, yeah.
Okay.
May I ask what country?
Tanzania.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Tanzania.
And contestant number 4.
Hi,
Okay.
it's Shantae. And to answer your first question, I do have a child. His name is Azai, and he's 5 years old. I do love children, so I definitely want to have more children. I think with the economy, I think like 3 kind of makes more sense, but I'm open to being as fruitful as we can be. As far as learning a different culture in a different place, I would absolutely love that. I mean, my son does have his passport as well, and so I definitely would want to expose him to different cultures. We are studying that right now, so it would just make sense. Yeah.
You say you're studying culture,
Different cultures, yeah.
Oh, just
we're
different
studying
cultures.
different
Got it.
cultures, yeah.
Okay. And now, Eric, do you have family back home? So is that why you want
Oh,
to
yeah,
take
yeah.
him back there?
My mom's back home, and my siblings on my mom's side, most of them live there. I've got some who live in London, but the rest of my family mostly live back in Nigeria. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's hit him with the next question.
All right. The third question I have for you is this one's a math question, but it's very
Before you get on to that question, I mean, okay, this is pretty cool. You know, everybody basically is open to having kids and everything. One of them only got 1 kid, and you know, everybody's basically, I guess, open to having multiple kids on top of that. So,
This one's a math question, but it's very simple math. Very simple math. It is, what is 2 plus 2 times 2?
it's 6.
I've been going first this whole time. Can you skip?
Yeah, whoever already has the response.
6. You do the 2 times 2, 2, 4, then a 2 plus the 4 plus the 2, that's 6.
Okay,
So she
that was
says
that was
six?
contestant
No,
number
that
2.
was Harmony. That's
number 2, Harmony.
Okay. Number 1?
I would say 6, yes.
Okay,
Number
3 and 4. You guys are left.
Okay, 8.
So you said 8. That was contestant number 3. You said 8.
Hi.
I did the math quick rule, but I'll just go with that.
Well, and then 4,
Yeah, I would say 6.
6. Okay.
All
Eric,
right.
are you a math guy?
My dad was a mathematician. I've grown up.
That's awesome.
I've grown up being drilled with, but that was my niece's math quiz that I was helping her with, and I just thought that would be a fun question to ask. My apologies for stressing you out.
You were trying to get the father-in-law approval
6.
with the math, right?
Yeah.
See if we can help Niecy with homework.
If I could help you,
If
what?
you was trying to see if we can help your Niecy with her homework.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just maybe she get the answers. Yeah.
Okay, so that was a real fourth question.
Was that the real?
I was
fourth
asking
question?
you, was that real? Yeah, that was.
Oh, this is my fourth question.
This is now your fourth question. The next one.
Oh, no, I got to be serious then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Question number 4.
That's funny.
I don't drink, and I've never done a single drug in my life, and I don't care if other people.
That's funny. He threw a whole math equation in there as a question. She's like, "Is that really your question?" But for the people in the back, it is 6.
Do stuff. I'm just curious. Do you partake in any? What's the right way to say it without getting in trouble?
I don't know.
Recreational drug taking,
Social drinking.
Social drinking,
like
and any of that stuff.
Social
Okay,
drinking.
we'll start with contestant number 4.
Okay, hi, it's Shantae. I do not partake. I think that for celebratory reasons, which are like rare occasions, I do like wine, but that's where I indulge at.
Okay, contestant number 3.
So no, I don't drink. I was kind of like peer pressured into trying to like drink again for like celebrations, but even for that, I'm not really too interested.
Okay, contestant number 2.
I don't drink either. I just never liked drinking. I came from a household. My parents didn't drink, so never really took on to it.
All right, and contestant number 1.
I'm DQ, never done a drug in my life, and I've had wine before, like during celebrations, and that's about it.
Okay.
All right, Dairy Queen. got that Dairy Queen right there.
Eric, we got some good matches for you, huh?
Yeah.
It's good.
All
Yeah.
right. So that is
Most
the end
definitely.
of round 1. Now, typically, I would make you eliminate someone,
Okay.
but before you eliminate someone, I'm going to allow you to take your blindfold off, and you are now going to see the ladies.
Wait a minute.
I know you probably already have
Pause.
your decision made, but we.
Pause. What is the point of it being a blind date if he's going to pick them? See, okay, in the other first episode, she basically had the curtain right there and had the woman basically pick who she had to eliminate. Like, she didn't see the person beyond the curtain. She couldn't see the other 4 guys or nothing like that. So she picked. It was either, do you want to eliminate contestant number 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever, and she eliminated one of them. So when they came around the curtain, that's when she seen them. So this is kind of different. I don't know. It kind of defeats the purpose of it being a blind date. I like the fact that even though it caught the girl off guard, because when she seen the person that she eliminated, she was like, "Oh wow, I think I made a mistake."
Okay, contestant number 3, let's have you come on out.
But that's the whole point of this. Like, I don't know. That's what makes it interesting. We're gonna see how this is going to pan out, because this is different. They really changed the format on this. Now they really flipped the format on it, real different compared to the first episode. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not sure about this.
Never know. Maybe taking off is going to do something, but go ahead and take it off, and then I'm going to have you eliminate someone.
I just want you to know that oh my goodness, that's
bright.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Okay.
That's
Wow.
Take it all the way off.
I'm sorry, just give me a second.
Oh, no, take your time. Take your time.
Here we got his glasses. We're going to need to put on his
really does
glasses.
It works. We made sure of it.
By the way, I am also, I share the same prescription as like a bat, so I can't see.
So you really
without
can't see them still.
Yeah. So just give me a second.
You
to
don't have
adjust.
contacts in?
No, I do. I got my glasses here.
Glasses.
I'm about to say, I was like, you gonna put the glasses on?
Yeah.
They're ready.
Okay,
They're ready.
Okay, all right, we're good.
Here we go.
Hello.
Yeah. That's what he'd probably be running into walls without his glasses. Boop.
All right. So we heard from contestant 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Out of those responses you've heard, which one's responses where you're like, this is really not so much my match, and you are leaning towards eliminating?
Don't stare at me.
It's a hard choice.
I'll be honest. I just hate being on. I love flying and traveling and stuff, but I don't like flying for long distances. That's why.
This is crazy, though. I really don't. It defeats the purpose of it being a blind date. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know about how they switched this up.
Why the distance thing was important to know.
Okay.
So I would say that maybe. Who was in Florida?
Contestant number 4.
They probably really like her, but because that's the whole point of the blind date. Because you was basing everybody, the way the format was set up, you was basing everyone off what they may have in common. What was their personalities like? What they may have in common? Things that you like about them without seeing them. You know, I mean, like I said, the way they set it up. But even though, regardless, whoever, I mean, it depends if you're particularly about looks that much, if it matters to a certain extent. But it was just like, I don't know. I really wish they didn't switch it up like this with the ladies. I mean, the third episode, I would have said, yeah, they should have probably switched it up like this in the third episode. Because like I said, the first one was with a woman, and she was picking between 4 guys. So I would have liked to see what would happen if a guy was in the same situation and he had to pick between 4 women. I don't know. The fact that she let him take the blindfold off, I thought he was going to keep the blindfold on. That's why I was like even kind of curious about the whole curtain thing, because I'm like, but how's this going to work? Because when one came around the curtain, he couldn't still see she couldn't still see the other the other 3 guys, even though the one came, around the curtain. And I'm thinking either that or she was just going to have him just eliminate, like, and without seeing them, the ones that he, eliminated, or maybe, I don't know. Like, that's why this, like, the whole curtain thing made sense to me.
It's really not that bad. It was
how many hours
it
is
was
it from?
only, well, with a 1-hour layover.
Oh, you had to have a layover as well.
It was just
Not
one.
always.
It was just one layover. I chose an airline with a layover because it was more cost effective.
Yeah, and then sorry, may I ask where I just want to remember where the other ones were from.
You were from Ohio?
Ohio.
Yeah. I can be wherever you are, though.
Oh.
Pause. I mean, because whole girl's really like, she seemed like she's trying to convince him. Like, hey, I'm not that far. Wait a minute, don't eliminate me, buddy, because of distance. Hold up. I don't know. This one is real different. I mean, and anybody who has a problem, me pausing or whatever, this is my reaction. This is the whole point of reaction, But this is wild to me. This is very different. I just don't know how this is going to work.
Ohio. Where is Ohio?
Ohio? It's like the Midwest, basically.
Midwest?
Sorry, the Midwest.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And she was from
I'm
I'm in Baltimore. Yeah, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland.
Maryland.
But
Which
I
is
came
not
all
far
this way
from
to
each
see
other.
you. So.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
They all did, Eric.
Huh?
Yeah, like between like her being Ohio, she's like close to Pennsylvania. It's also, not much of a drive from Maryland where she is. So, Florida, she's like all the way down there, down south.
Maryland is farther, though. If we're
Maryland
talking
is
about
quite far.
distance.
I
Right.
am not the geography queen.
Well, that's what I was asking.
Wait a
what's
minute.
the
Where's he
farthest?
from?
Can I get some help from anyone?
But where is he from? I'm missing something here. I forget. Totally forget where he's from.
No. Okay.
No,
All right.
Eric,
Well,
go
I
ahead.
would just say, yeah. I think Maryland is the farthest.
Okay.
So I would, unfortunately, have to.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm so
Okay, so
sorry.
we're eliminating
Alright.
contestant number 2 because Maryland is a little bit further.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, let me have you come on up in the
Wait
middle
a minute.
here.
Ho,
Capri,
pause.
be nice.
Bye, baby.
Pause. Wait a minute. What about Dairy Queen? Did he ask her? Did she even say it? Because she said Florida, she said Ohio, she said Maryland. I don't remember her saying anything. Am I tripping? Am I tripping right now? Like, I'm not sure. Huh.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Ooh. Thank you so much. Ooh, but Maryland got that wagon on her. She got that. You know what I'm saying? She got that jiggle. I mean, even though he still based it off the distance and all that stuff, it's just, I don't know. It takes the fun out of, hey, because like I said, it was building up to, oh, this person sounds really good to me. You know, they sound like everything I really want. I mean, if you ask, and basically the lady, she asked serious questions, like really good questions from the guys. Man, she got a jiggle on her and not no math petition type of questions.
Thank you.
Can I get a hug?
That way.
Ooh. She's not far from me.
So we just eliminated contestant number 2, and we are now
Yep.
left with 1, 3, and 4. So our
Dang.
next round.
I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to take a drive wherever she's at in Maryland. You know what I mean? Not far at all.
Let's go ahead and get right into those questions.
Okay. So, I have a lot of possible questions, but I'm just gonna pick the ones that I think are the most relevant to me.
Okay, sounds good.
Right now. So, as an artist, you know, I like to connect to other people who are artists in general, and I would be curious to know if you have any artistic talent, and when was the last time you exercised your artistic talent?
Okay, let's start with contestant number 3.
So I actually really like fashion, and so I'm a self-taught seamstress. But I also like to paint. I play the clarinet. I haven't played the clarinet in a while, but I really love like fine arts.
Okay.
Do you draw?
So no, I don't draw, but I like to paint.
Paint?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you good?
I think so. I really hate judging myself. I don't know how to.
It's not a judgment.
I have to admit, I'm not really liking his questions. Like I said, the woman on here in the first episode had way better questions for the guys. They were really like serious. It was really like get to know you questions before I see you. It's kind of like if you was on a dating app and you're, you know, texting that person on the dating app and stuff, and y'all basically exchanging information through text or whatever without actually seeing each other yet. You know, just getting it, you know, to know each other. That's like that's like what a blind date is. It's like I don't know. The question's like, do you have an artistic, or are you an artist, or, you know, sad? But then it's like, what type of question is that? Like you can't really expect someone like all these ladies to actually be in some type of, you know, liking of art or doing, you know, doodling or drawing or anything like that. They're probably, people that's probably just basically appreciate it, looks at it. Ooh, that's fine. You know, but I don't know. It just, like, it's a question, but it's just not a question that defines on whether you want to pick this person, or would this person be a good compatible match for you?
and of yourself. I'm just curious, like if you try at all, you know.
So I actually have done photography, and I've been judged on my photography, so I can say that I'm a good photographer.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
I like photography.
Nice. And let's hear from contestant number 1.
Hi, I'm DQ. Actually, what's so funny is my first talent was me drawing. And as a kid, I used to draw pictures and sell it to my neighbors. And so that was like the first thing that I loved to do. And then I got into dancing and singing. Please don't ask me to sing. But dancing, it has been like my passion for many years. I was a professional cheerleader as well in Atlanta. And so that's like my joy. And so I'm very artsy type of person. I love doing all types of things. Like even like taking pictures. I have a Canon. I do photo shoots and photography, videography. I've done it literally all. Because I'm very creative.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Okay, and our last lady, contestant number 4.
Hi, it's Shantae.
Hello.
So I am an artist myself. My favorite is writing. I love to write. It's always been a dream of mine to like do like a gallery showing called Shantae's Art Perspective. Ooh. And it would be like different types of art. A collection of different types of art. So like each section would have its own little perspective. So I do like to draw, writing, and I do a little bit of content creating. I do the content creating pretty much every day. I'm aspiring to be a content creator. And I do that pretty much every day. So I like to I like to try new things and put it on camera as I'm trying it. So I usually try new things every day. So I tried something today. So today was the last time I did content creating. I am in college, so I just recently did some essays where I was able to write. And then painting I haven't done in a while, so that one hasn't been so recent. Okay. But I have art.
See, and that's what I mean. They got like different type of like ways of exploring art, but he seemed like it just seemed like the question was basically very particular, set on like the type of art. Are you a painter or do you draw or something like that? That's what it seems like. I don't know. I mean, that's how I took the question, but I like how they just took the question and basically came up with different ways to basically, include other ways of basically being like artistic in a way.
So they're all pretty artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Our next question.
All right. Next question. All right. This one is a hypothetical scenario.
Here we go.
Okay.
Arlette, stop judging me. Jesus Christ. All right. I'm curious about how you would handle this hypothetical scenario. So you're at the beach with your daughter and your niece when you hear a scream. You turn around to find them stuck in a current. You are the only one who can save them, but you can only save one at a time. Your niece is not a great swimmer and cannot hang on much longer. Your daughter swims well, but she has a 50% chance of holding on long enough for you to come back. Who do you save first?
Let's give a moment to think about this.
Yeah, because that was a long one.
Speed through it again if you like. Would you like me to?
One more time?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I don't know. I feel like the way his questions is, I feel like they're on like a contestant show of like Double Jeopardy or something. I don't know. I look at it, it's like I say, it's like, to me, a blind date is more of questions that you would ask a person to see if they would fit your criteria of compatibility. Like, it makes sense in a way what he's asking to see if, do they have certain things in common? I understand that, but I don't know. It just, he's all over the place with this.
basically, you're at the beach with your niece, and they're stuck in a current, and you're the only one who can save them. But your niece is not a great swimmer, and your daughter can swim well, but she's got a 50-50 chance of holding on for you to come back the second time around. So who do you save first?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with contestant number 4.
Okay. I would save the one who can't swim first, just because I would.
That'd be most likely Denise. Like, I don't know. That's a crazy question.
I would feel confident in my son's ability to hold on, or it's a daughter, or
Yeah.
it's a daughter.
Yeah.
I think she would be pretty strong too.
Okay.
Okay. Contestant number 3.
So for me, I feel like just my motherly instinct is going to make me want to go towards my daughter.
Right.
But I don't know, and I'm kind of driven by emotion. I would go for my daughter.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go for my niece because,
Yeah.
you know, she can't swim, and then I'll do my best quickly to save my daughter as well.
Okay. There are no wrong answers.
That was hard.
Yeah, that's very tough.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like these, well, I mean, shouldn't be no wrong answer either way, but I don't know. These are like they're like hypothetical questions or something. Like that's what's throwing me off here. Like I said, if y'all would just have watched the first episode, especially if you like to go back and actually watch my take and my reaction off the first episode. But if you go back and watch the first episode and you just see the type of questions and how people they all were very articulate about it, very clear, it was just perfect. It's like if you had to speak to 4 different people and to figure out which one you actually want to be on a date with, that you might feel like is compatible, that you can say, okay, I'm going to pick this one and hang up the rest from this dating app and go out with that one. That just based off, certain questions and answers and personality and certain things in common alone.
Good.
I'm loving the questions, by the
Thank
way.
you.
These
They're
are
very
great.
well thought out.
They're
Got long
thought
and hard
out.
about these.
Yeah.
All right. What's our next question?
All right. This one is regarding self-awareness in general. It's something that I find that a lot of us are, if we're honest with ourselves, have a hard time with. So my favorite thing about myself is that I'm good at learning things very easily. The thing that I struggled with was in high school, I hated how people always made fun of my nose, and I hated that. But as an adult, my mom really made sure that I grew to love my face and love myself altogether. Right. So what is it that you love the most about yourself on the inside and on the outside? And what do you struggle with, or what have you struggled with in the past?
Oh, okay. Contestant number 1.
I would say I love the fact that I'm an empath. Like, I care for others so much. Like, I feel emotion and I feel people, and I'm so quick to help. And I also love that I can, just uplift people. I'm a life coach, and that's like one of my goals. Like, I just love helping people, love uplifting people, love seeing people grow. And I think that's one of my biggest qualities. Something that I've struggled with, is that like physical, or like, what do you mean?
Just anything.
Anything. I would say, that's a good one. Oh my goodness. I'm really hard on myself. Like I beat myself up a lot, and I mean, I outgrew that through therapy, through, different life lessons. But like, I used to be really hard on myself. Like, even like growing up, being like a middle child, I was always, trying to find myself. And yeah, I was really hard on myself, but I feel like I've overcame it, and I'm at a better place now. So I would say that it was just something that grew and made me the person I am today.
Okay.
Great.
Nice. Contestant number 4.
Would you mind repeating
Oh,
that?
okay. Number 3 wants to go.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The question basically is, what do you love the most about yourself on the inside and outside, and what do you struggle with?
And see, the fact that he had to write these questions down, because I don't think the girl even wrote the questions down. I think she just asked good questions. But it's like, wait a minute, run that by me again.
Okay. So what I struggled with, ironically enough, it's my eyes. I always was told when I was younger that they were too big. But I've grown to like love them. I don't think I ever really listened too much when they said they were too big, because there was also people that said that they liked them.
Of course.
But and then something I really like about myself, I just like that
I mean, everybody has a preference, to each his own. Not every, you know what I'm saying? Not everything is for everyone. So
have a really giving heart and very affectionate to the people that I love.
Okay.
Okay, nice. And our last lady?
Hi, Shantae.
Hello.
I think I have like a love-hate relationship with my smile. Yeah, I know. Everyone seems to love my smile, but it's like sometimes I like try to control it a little bit more than usual. Just because I have a really big smile sometimes. Like when I'm really happy, it gets pretty big. So aside from that, on the inside, I would say I think I'm very organized. I love my organization. Like it's definitely something I pride myself in, and I like organize. I love doing it. So that's one thing. Those are the two things I like and don't like.
Okay.
yeah, everything isn't for everybody, to correct myself on that. But yeah, I mean, these ladies, they have some great answers, you know, to his questions. I want to say bizarre questions, but they are his questions and things that he wants to know about them. So, I mean, like I said, it makes sense. It's just, I don't know. It's real different. It's very unique. I would just say that. It's very unique. But, yeah, the one in orange, I like her natural beauty there. Yeah.
I got them both right.
It's good answers.
Okay.
Good answers, yeah. All right. I think this should be our last question for this round.
I mean,
Last
there's no
question.
wrong answer.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, there really is no wrong answers to anything that he's asking of them. He's just he's asking these questions to see what matches his compatibility with them. So you just got to be yourself. When you answer the question, just genuinely answer the question. You don't think of the question as in, am I getting it right or am I getting it wrong? Because it's not a wrong or right question. It's just a question to see, okay, what is your personality like? How's your thinking process? You know, how do you operate as a person? You know, and if that seems compatible, you know, right along with me, well then, okay, I think you're the one for me. I think you're the one I want to basically take and go on a date with. That's the whole point of this. But to say, I don't like it, the fact that they just would say, oh, is it the right question? I mean, it's the right answer, is the wrong answer, because there is no wrong answer. He's just trying to find out between these three ladies, who is he going to eliminate, who he wants to keep, etc. down the line. That's the whole point of these questions. Because now I can see where it basically plays like, I don't want to say a got you moment or anything like that, but I can see like the catch-22 to this is just that basically eventually when he's done with all these questions, he's going to have to eliminate one of them based off their answers. But he has other questions after that. That's the thing about it. So it's not like he's going to get to ask them all these questions and then just pick one, but he's going to end up eliminating one of them. I believe that's how she's going to do this. He's going to end up, that's probably the next question is probably going to be like the last question that he can basically ask them, and they're going to answer, and then she's probably going to tell him to eliminate one of them. But let's see.
As a child, I loved making paper airplanes, and I always said that I would grow up to be a pilot, but obviously with bad eyes, I had to let that one go. So what is the very first thing that you wanted to be as a child? And if you don't do that now, why did you have to change? And, you know, what do you do now?
Let's start with contestant number 3.
Okay. So I wanted to be an astronaut. That was the first thing that I ever wanted to be that I can remember. But for whatever reason, my family kind of had a weird thing against it. So I just like
being an astronaut.
Just basically like science in general.
Oh, okay.
So I guess they were like really, really Christian, hardcore Christian. So then,
science and
I
religion
just ended
doesn't mix.
Not going for it because I don't know, I was just so interested in like pleasing them at the time. So I just never thought about it again. And right now, I'm just in customer service, but I really want to get in something with like being a stylist or in fashion in that area.
You were gonna add on to that, or you?
No.
No.
That's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
All right. So then let's go ahead and hear from contestant number 4.
Hi. What I wanted to be, sorry. What I wanted to be when I was younger was a fashion designer. I just like to sketch different dresses and shirts and pants, and I would put on fashion shows with my little sisters. I did not go on that career path. There really wasn't a lot of information and not a lot of like how there is for a police officer or a vet, you know, like they have more like a process that you have to follow. There's really no process for fashion.
Right.
So I didn't go on that path. I'm actually a teacher right now.
What do you teach?
I'm sorry?
What do you teach?
I teach pre-K.
Oh.
Okay, that's
great. So it is a career I am passionate about because I do love children. And it's just so much easier to do with my son. It works with my schedule. It works with his schedule. And and it's just a bonus that there's other kids. They really are attracted to me as well. So.
Great.
Nice. All right. And contestant number 1.
Makes sense.
I used to want to be a singer, and what kind of like maybe go another route was dance. Dance took over my
That's funny because she was like, "Don't ask me to sing."
life, and honestly, I was very insecure about my singing at one point. So yeah,
Makes
that's pretty
sense.
much it. Dance took over, and I became a dancer.
Yeah. And you work as a dancer now?
Not now. I retired from that, but I'm currently in banking, and I do life coaching as well.
Okay. Great.
All right. That is the end of this round. It is time to eliminate one of our beautiful single ladies here. So which one of these ladies are you leaning towards eliminating?
See, didn't I tell you after that answer? Then that was like the last answer because I didn't even know if that was the last answer or not. These answers are so long, and then this is real different. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with his questions. It's just different to me. I don't know. It's just he just got like a different way of basically, I guess, getting to know them and seeing who's compatible with him.
See, the irony of this is that I don't even have the time to process it because I'm just trying to listen and keep track of who everyone is and all the answers.
Right? Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're like the type of questions where you really got to think about it. Like, okay, this person likes this, and then they gave long answers to this long question. It's very complex. It's a complex question right along with a complex answer because. I mean, this is like something you just go on a date and you actually just talk to the person, you actually get to know them, and you say yada yada this and that. You might not ask it in the long, like in a long question like the way he asked it. Just it's like simply what you always wanted to do when you was a kid, or. What certain talents do you have, or what certain hobbies? The question, the basic generic way of saying it. Do you have any hobbies, or do you have anything that you like to do? Like instead of saying art, instead of him just saying, I like to do art and stuff, you could just say, well, what type of hobbies do you like, or type of side things you like to do? And then that's when they would have went on and said, oh yeah, I like photography and this and this and this. Instead of trying to it just, like I said, the way you asked the question seemed like it was just clinging to a certain category instead of a hobby.
Unfortunately, I would have to say contestant number 1.
Number 1, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me have you stand right up in the middle here. All right, so why did we end up eliminating her? You can stand as well, Eric. You slowly.
Okay. I was like, are you going to tell me to stand as well? It was really from when my eyes were blindfolded, I think. The first set of questions. See, that's the thing, is I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it was something about it that stood out to me. That I kind of kept in the back of my head. I did like the second round of her answers. They were great.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I think it was something from the first that I had in mind earlier.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for
nice
coming
to meet you.
on. Love
She's
having
like, okay.
Thank you.
This is tough.
Okay, you can have a seat.
Yes, it is.
All right. So we are down to our 2 contestants number 3 and 4. So,
Hello again.
For this next round, we're going to switch things up a bit. You are going to get 5 minutes with each of these ladies individually. You guys have a conversation, get to know each other. They could ask you some questions, whatever it is that they want to know. Okay. So it'll be kind of like a little mini date sesh.
I like it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with contestant 3 first. Contestant 4, if you want to come with me. We'll give you guys some time. We're going to walk off.
Privacy screens. It is why we need that privacy screen.
Wow, this is real different.
All right, Eric, this round, go ahead and start. So you guys are going to have 5 minutes to get to know each other, and it starts.
This is real different. Whoever thought of this is different. This whole format, this whole setup, this whole scenario is so different. Wow. Like this just take me by surprise. It's taking me by a whole lot right now. Like, wow, this is very different.
Starts now.
Okay, and you're not listening. It's just me and you. No one's in the room. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
You're just wasting time.
Yeah. So I have been stalking you a little bit.
You're stalking me.
Social media.
Oh.
But it's available, so why not? But
She should have just said, still saying stalking you. She should have just said, hey, I basically have a thing for you. I'm very interested in getting to know you. I mean, she didn't have to make it say it like that. I mean, there's nothing wrong, but it's just like, just let the man know that you're genuinely interested in him.
I do see that you like to do a lot of outdoor activities and things like that. But, what is it that you really like to do the most? What is it that you really enjoy to do?
I like being out in the mountains. So every morning I go on a 3-mile run that ends somewhere in the mountains with Capri. I love things that end in ing. Hiking, biking, cycling. I know what you guys are thinking.
I know what you guys are thinking. White boy. Hiking, biking, wait a minute. Mountain climbing.
Love going to the lake and just wake surfing, things like that. Yeah, I'm very active. I used to skateboard in high school. I've got a longboard now, so knees are getting a little bit weak. So I do longboarding a few times a week, just for fun. Ride bicycles. I've got friends who are into BMXing, so I do that as well.
Wow.
Okay.
How about you?
I actually wanted to try
Never judge a book by its cover.
BMXing, the dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted to try it. So I kind of am like a daredevil, I guess you can say. I do like to do those different sorts of things, like horseback riding.
Okay.
I don't know if I would do bungee jumping.
It's okay, me neither.
But I definitely like things that are thrilling and exhilarating, but I also like just something calming, like walking, like hiking, like you said. I love to hike as well, and just being outdoors and seeing the beauty of nature.
Yeah, nature is good.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
That's nice.
Do you feel nervous?
Yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere.
Do you feel like you're uncomfortable in public settings, and what is something that you've done that would be something that people would say, oh, that's crazy, that you've done publicly?
That I've done publicly?
Yeah.
I don't think there is anything.
No.
I'm not on social media.
Yeah.
But
Wait, you're not on social media?
no.
How have you been stalking me then?
Yeah.
Explain yourself. Because
So-
there was someone knocking on my door. That's why I'm saying. And
No.
looking. Okay, so that wasn't you. Got it.
Yeah.
Like I don't like post pictures of myself or anything like that. I'm not on the social media, but I like
Okay.
different accounts for like following things that I'm interested in.
Okay.
So
It's like a burner account.
Just want to let you guys know you got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah,
2-minute warning.
Got a burner account. Got it.
exactly. I guess you can call it that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
What are your goals in general for life? Like, what do you
I
look?
don't know. Maybe she is on some stalking activity there. Got one of those accounts, one of those unknown accounts, just checking everybody out. I mean, she said no pics, nothing. Like, man, who is that following me or checking me out? Unknown.
Looking to accomplish in a business sense first?
In a business sense, it's good that you mentioned that. So in a business sense, I haven't been really business focused lately, but I know that I definitely want to have a career that involves fashion because it's something that I really enjoy, that it doesn't feel like work to me. But outside of that, I'm definitely very focused on having a family. That's very important to me.
Okay. You asked me something.
Okay. So I just want to know, what are some aspects of you that are like show your more like brave side or adventurous, tough guy stuff?
Tough guy. I'm only tough when I have to be, I suppose. I'm handsy with my work, but at home I don't like to do landscaping or nothing like that. I try to be as chill as possible, but the only things the things I like to do are just going out and doing all of those ing things I
30
told you
seconds.
about earlier on. But yeah, I wouldn't consider myself so much a macho man in the general sense of the word, but I think I'm strong in the sense that I am. I've got conviction, and I know what I want, and I know how to, articulate myself in a way that makes things clear to people. So I think that people usually will see that, and they feel the presence is strong based on that.
All right, guys, that is time. So let me go ahead and get our other contestant out here. If you want to come on over with me.
Yeah, this is going to be tough because, like I said, it's a lot to process. It's a whole lot to process. You're taking in all this information, getting to know this person, then getting to know this person. See, this is why the thing is about like dating, like actual dating. This is why it's never good to date like this, because the information, you're hooking up with this person, or you're talking, not hooking up, but talking to this person, or trying to get to know this person, and this person, it's like if you're on a dating app, you're talking to multiple people, but you have to really get to know the person, because, at some point you're going to, man or woman, you're going to choose somebody to go ahead and say, okay, well, I'm going to take from this is this person. They seem like fun. And then it might wind up just be a crash and burn, because from what I've seen, that a lot of people would seem like they would get away from it and find somebody, get away from the dating app, and then come right back to it, because basically they wasn't very genuine on what they was actually looking for. Like they just think that, oh, this is what I want. And like I said, a lot of women will talk to multiple guys and things like that. So this is tough right here. for him to process, even between now the last two women, because now he's got to think of, after he's get done talking to these two for 5 minutes, now he's got to remember the conversation. He's got to remember what made her, what type of impression did she leave him, with this conversation, which one left a big, basically a bigger impression. Should ask the dog. Ask the dog which one you like.
Hello.
Hello again.
All right. So same thing, Eric. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes, get to know each other. It's a conversation. You ask him questions, he asks you questions, whatever flows. So I'm going to go ahead and start that time now.
Hi.
Ladies first.
Okay. Something I would want to know is what excites you the most about being in a relationship?
The truth of the matter is I haven't been in an official relationship in 7 years. So I've gotten too good at being by myself. And I think that's what made it a little tough for me to get back into dating. If not for my mom this year, I would have definitely still just been happily single, I think. But I like the idea of not having to go through things by myself. Having someone to do those things with. And I think I've spent a lot of time doing exciting things by myself. I think it would be nice for sure to go and have another experience with someone. I think it's nice when you can show someone something new that you've already experienced, because I feel like it creates a good dynamic. Yeah.
So what did your mom say? What did she say? Why is she pressuring you right now?
Well, because she's African. African moms are always pressuring us from the day we're born till the day we die.
Oh.
Because I don't like to say I'm my mom's favorite child, but she has nieces and she has grandkids and stuff, but she just wants them for mine,
Okay.
And if I could be honest with you, I will tell you something that I haven't told anyone really. In January, I tried to go through surrogacy because I was set on having children by myself. So I went through the process.
January this year?
Yeah, this year. Well, December to January, yeah. But it didn't go through, and I was devastated. But I think we're Christian, and my mom is very Christian, and she said, "Son, that's just God telling you that that's not the way to go."
Right.
And that you deserve to have a home and have a family and have someone care for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I think that with that in mind, I decided to start putting myself out there. That's why when I saw this show, I was like, okay, since I don't really go out and do things, this was a good avenue. And I think the last 6 months, I've been on the first time, the second time, and this is the third time. They say third time's the charm.
That's right.
So I think that the experience has been good for learning. I've been able to really pay attention to what's good and what's bad about myself. Mm-hmm. And
that's real interesting. I've never known, I've known for women to do that. Maybe, to get have a child, but he basically wanted a child, I guess, without, the mother and everything in play. That's crazy. That's new to me. I've never seen, from a guy point of view, situation like that. But it's been known, you go to this donor place and women
know what I need to tell you to help you treat me differently. Okay. In a way that will make me a better person for you as well.
Well, that kind of is my third question now.
Okay.
Is what? I'm sorry,
it's okay. She's very cute.
Okay.
Just letting you guys know you got 2 minutes left.
Okay, so never mind. Why don't you ask me a question?
All right. So I want to ask you the same question. What have you learned about me that you think that, what do you think my problem is? What do you think is wrong with me based on any information that you have?
Okay.
I
That's a good question.
I don't want to sound like I'm kissing up to you, but I don't see a problem.
No, I've got problems. We all have problems.
Yeah. See, but no, it's a good question, though. That's actually particularly a good question. Like, yeah, just point out whatever you think his flaws is or something about him that just, just maybe just seem kind of off or whatever. You got to be, like I said, you got to be genuine and honest about it. You can't beat around the bush, because then later on, if let's say he did pick her in a relationship and she's pointing all types of flaws, but yeah, particularly if she did see something now, it's like, just be honest.
What I can offer you is more structure and organization. That way we can implement our plans together and most effectively. But aside from that, I don't really see too much that I don't like.
So you watched some previous episodes and you weren't like, this guy was
No,
something?
I actually liked it. I liked that you stood up for yourself. I liked that you were well-spoken, are well-spoken, and very handsome.
Wow. Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So they have seen, between the other woman and her, they have seen him on the previous episodes. What they have seen about, what they have known about him from those other pop balloons. That's crazy, because it's crazy to me because she was not one of the women in the lineup, in his lineup or whatever. Or, like I said, I somewhat remember seeing his face, but I'm not sure if he was the one doing the picking, or was he the one in the lineup getting picked. But that's crazy to me that because it, it makes sense. It makes sense to actually to take certain people from the pop balloon situation and bring them into this type of new format. It seems to keep people. I like this format because it seems to keep them more genuine. But I'll touch more on that.
Any other questions you have for me?
Can you dance?
Yeah, can you dance?
Yeah, I dance like Michael Jackson.
Me too.
Yeah, all right, look, let me see.
She's funny.
I'm kidding. BM is going to hate that.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Okay, that's good. How easy is it for you to move?
30 seconds.
Very easy. Very easy.
Okay. I think that's good. 30 seconds is not enough time to...
Yeah, it's not to get into a real conversation.
How do you feel? Feel good? Are you nervous?
Yeah, I feel very happy right now.
Okay.
How about you?
I feel good. Did you stalk me as well?
I did a little bit of research.
I like
stalking.
Okay.
That makes sense. That makes
paying
sense.
attention to detail.
I like that. See, that's what I'm talking about. The choice of words. You're stalking, using whatever blank accounts just to see somebody. Hey, I'm gonna make an account so I can follow this person just to see. It's kind of crazy. That's crazy talk. Or to follow whoever. Get a bunch of unknown, no picture file following you on Instagram.
That's because I wanted to make sure.
Okay, that's time.
That makes sense. Final decision.
All right, Eric. So we have gone through 3 rounds.
All right. Woo! About to see. Who is he going to pick? This is interesting.
Yes.
We've eliminated 2 ladies so far, and we are left with our last 2 beautiful ladies here.
Yeah.
You just went on a little mini date with both of them.
Yeah,
Got to know them a little bit. Yeah, I saw you guys were both mingling there, getting to know each other. So now is the tough time. We do have to eliminate one of them and pick the other. So who are we going to be eliminating and why?
Can you remind me which number is which?
So contestant number 3.
3.
And contestant number 4.
Okay. I think that I have to eliminate contestant number 3.
Okay.
because in conversation you could tell that she was a bit nervous and she was making some eye contact but kind of looking away.
Okay.
And I am looking for someone who is more confident. And I do like that contestant number 4 loves kids and is, active in general.
Okay.
And I felt like she was more conversational. And so I think that's who I will choose now.
So we are eliminating contestant number 3. Come on over. Thank you so much for coming on.
The stalker. He eliminated the stalker. He said, you know what? You know what was the turn off? The fact that you said you were stalking me. He said, yeah. He said, oh yeah, by the way, before you go, that account, that blank account that you have, could you just unfollow, please? I don't. I mean, seriously, it's like you go on dates with her and she probably still stalking him. Well, let me get an update and see if there's still things are still working out with them. I mean, like I said, it's very genuine. I like how it seems that everybody has that interest.
In it? Oh.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, contestant number 4. Let me have you come stand right next to me. Okay, girl. Yeah. So we did end up picking contestant number 4.
Yes.
And you.
It's wild because when I think about it and I see the pop balloon, oh, he hugged the other woman. Pop.
Kind of gave us a little bit of reason why you said she was giving you the eye contact,
right?
Easy to converse with, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously you flew all the way out here for this guy. So, but I always got to ask my little signature question, to end it all off. Is it going to be a yes for you for him?
Absolutely.
Yes. And is it a yes for you for her?
I just need to know one thing.
Oh
quick.
God, here we go.
Why you gotta say?
Yes. What is
See,
it?
Arlette is always like setting me up. I just want to make sure Capri is cool with you, and you're cool with Capri.
Sure.
Because Capri is a big part of my life, and she obviously wouldn't let me do the show without,
I see.
without her joining in.
See, I was thinking that. I was so thinking that dog would have something to do with this because I'm like, okay, you can't neglect the fact that there's a dog right there. And this dog is like his baby, basically. He's how you say it? A dog dad, I guess. Yeah. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, the fact that the dog was right there the whole time. None of the ladies didn't like go up and pet him or anything to get a feel, something to be like, oh, Capri like you. Oh, if Capri like you, I like you. That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Okay.
So how do you feel about dogs in general?
So I'm okay with dogs. My aunt is actually one of the top rated dog sitters.
Okay.
So I go over there often and there's a lot of different dogs.
All right. Because sometimes I got lots of dogs at my house.
Yeah. So she does. She has the same thing going on. So I kind of know what to expect when it comes to that.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Eric,
Can you just call her to you real quick?
Oh.
Come here. Come.
Go.
Come.
That's a big dog.
Arlette hates dogs.
Oh.
Arlette, what did dogs do to you?
They chase me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, relax.
All right, so Eric,
yes.
is it a yes for you?
It is a
for
yes.
Her?
It's a yes.
We got a match. All right. Well, you guys can go on up. Yes, we love it.
For coming so.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is awesome.
So far for this experience.
What was he going to
Oh,
Yeah.
and you guys can go on
Oh,
up.
we're just going to walk off.
Yeah.
Ladies first.
say? That is beautiful. That is what, oh man. But yeah, like I was saying earlier about this whole format, like, I feel like it's more genuine compared to the pop balloon. I don't know if I ever even said that in the last episode. But I like this format because it's more genuine. Like the other one seems like a game show. This seems more like speed dating, basically. Like she add a little speed dating in there. Like I said, the last one, it wasn't like that. It was not you get 5 minutes with this person and with that person. So I kind of like how they did swap it up and exchange the format a bit. I do actually like it. I wasn't too sure. Was kind of reluctant about it, but then now I'm like, it's kind of, it was growing on me. I was feeling it in that way, Yeah, I can barely hear. I feel like I'm trying to talk louder to hear myself, but yeah, this format. The way they switched it up, they really switched it up on me. I was expecting the exact same thing from before, but they really switched it up on me. I mean, like, caught me off guard. Like I was blindfolded. Like, hey, oh man, this is different. Wait a minute. So, but I like the speed. How they touched on it with the little speed dating. Give them 5 minutes to go on a little speed mini date. That's what basically the mini date was like. A speed date. So that was very nice. Who thought this out did a good job. Actually did a good job. I actually like how it was well thought, well planned, because I know they was saying that the first episode, they still in the process of trying to figure it out, but they're, trying to work all the kinks and stuff. I just felt like because it had the curtain, the blind date, it gives the illusion that, okay, you won't see the person until you eliminate them. That's what I liked about the last one. But this one, I do like the fact that they add the little speed date in there. So it's like, oh, still like the curtain. Maybe if you can have the curtain there. And then when it comes down to the last two, and then he sees them, and then he gets speed date. But then it makes sense. It makes sense for him to actually to go ahead and see the contestants after he about to eliminate one of them. Basically, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, hopefully this is what he's looking for. I mean, she is gorgeous. Like, I like her flawed face. What I mean by that is that she doesn't wear makeup that has her flaws. She doesn't wear that foundation that makes her face look like so flawless. She looks like a Barbie doll. You can see the flaws in her face. I love it when women has like flawed faces like that. Like that's like that natural beauty. Best looking. But yeah, as far as this goes, I mean, this was great. I really do like. I still liked how it was in the first episode. I really did like the first episode, but this one, how they changed it with the speed date, that really, adds some flavor to it. It really, gave it some real flavor. Just add some season to it. Really brought in the season, big time. And like I said, his questions was different. His questions were, something that was basically out of the ordinary, was very unusual and not generic. And I think it is actually a good thing. I think the way his questions was set up was actually a good thing. Written them down, and they was well thought out and planned and everything. It made a lot of sense overall. So I'm not, basically, despite the fact of my opinion earlier on in the video about his whole, his questions and everything, they were still great questions. I guess I just felt like it would just be more like straightforward questions, basically, and not questions that, I don't know, that just seems to almost beat around the bush in a bit. I don't know. It just seemed to be like a song and dance with his questions, because it starts off with something about him, and then he moves on to a question. I don't know. It's like one of those like interview questions, like how they say something and then they finally get to the question. like a long-winded basic question, and you gotta give out this long-winded basically answer. But overall, let me go ahead and just put this to bed. This was definitely a good episode. I definitely enjoy watching this. And like I said, I feel like this format is more genuine, and I also feel like it is a good idea to also bring the people from the pop balloon onto here, because it seems like certain ones that probably didn't find a match, or maybe did, or and it didn't work out, whatever. It basically, you get to see how genuine they are without the game show of pop the balloons and and people roasting each other. There was no that's what I'm saying. That's what made this more genuine, more authentic, in a way where they are not roasting each other. No one didn't even no one's not sitting there for each other for 5 minutes. Everyone is genuinely trying to get to know each other. They genuinely trying to get to know him, take the time to get to know him, and he's genuinely taking the time to get to know them. It makes a whole lot of sense overall. So I really hope this actually gains some real traction. I know the Pop Balloon is really famous, like she's really popular over that, and that's like her main baby right now. But I feel like the Blind Date Love, I wonder, was it always called Love though? But the Blind Date format, I really like it overall. So let me go ahead, because I got so much to say and articulate on this, but I'm going to leave it at that, put it to bed. But anyway, no, not too many people probably is going to even get this far in the video. Probably not even going to care what I have to say, my thoughts, my opinions, whatever. And overall, just remember that these are just my opinions. It's not a wrong or right thing overall about my opinions. People can disagree or agree, whatnot. But as far as that goes, you got this far. I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe. And yeah, I hope to see basically a third episode and see if it's going to turn out the same way, or are they going to switch it up on me again. But this seemed like the final product to me. So hopefully, but we will see. But like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you care for my input, whatever, like my reactions. But until next time, Fergberg out of here.